Circumcision is healthy for girls. I know this. Purified girls grow taller and get marriage proposals, but unpurified girls stay short and stubby. Some women say they won't have their daughters purified when the social worker is around. They humour her until she leaves, and once she is gone, they come to ask me to circumcise their girls. I have her mother, her aunt or neighbour hold her while I cut her. It doesn't take a minute. I cut 3 parts. I cut the lower parts first so the blood doesn't run down from the upper part. And after I show the 2 cut parts to the girl's mother, I cut the upper part.
Do you enjoy your work?
I love it, like my own eyes, because I need the money. Take me to prison if you want to. Take me anywhere, but I will keep circumcising girls. I want the money.
And so why doesn't Naveen, who works for a local NGO and gets financial support from UNICEF, simply take the woman to a police station?
Who are we going to report to? In police stations, we will report to an officer who believes in the custom and is probably doing it to his own daughters.
Without support from the authorities, campaigners take the message into the classroom. They engage children at a young age to gain their confidence, and when they're older, they talk about FGM. Salma says she's saved more than 100 girls this way. She's motivated by what happened to her.
They did my elder sister first. I was the middle and the youngest was after me. The midwife came with 2 large accomplices and bound me by my hands and feet so she could hold me down. I tried to hit one of them but couldn't. I was only 10. I screamed, but they gagged me, so my little sister would not hear the pain. Afterwards, I screamed all day. I spent 2 days recovering. It was terrible. To this day, I shudder from the memory.
She invited 13-year-old Saba, whose older sister had already been mutilated, to her teaching.
I spoke to my mum and told her everything I learned from Salma. I spoke to her politely to convince her. Luckily, it worked. There are no actual benefits to circumcision. People just think that way. Once I explained to her the harm it causes, she was convinced.
The Prophet did it. Peace be with him. So this thing is legalized by Islamic law.
Like a needle, by this needle they can bring the clitoris a little bit outside to cut it, and the other 2 needles, they put one on this labia and another one the other labia, and they just stretch it out so they can cut it. Yeah. The cutting closed the
Dr. Randa runs an NGO attempting to eradicate FGM in the suburbs of Cairo. She says about half the cases she comes across are type 1, the removal of the clitoris, and the rest are type 2, removal of the clitoris and of the labia. Both procedures carry risks.
Some of the immediate complications include bleeding, infections from using unsterile tools in carrying out circumcision, severe pain which may lead to body shock. All of these can cause the girls to die. We witness complications later on. Female circumcision means these women never reach orgasm during sexual intercourse. This results in the woman withdrawing from sex with her husband, which causes problems in the marriage.
We were told that a crowd gathered outside a house where we'd been filming after we left and yelled abuse at the women, saying they shouldn't talk to foreigners about such traditional matters.
This is not a priority. There are more urgent issues involving women. No one will force women to do anything they do not want to do.
So you wouldn't deter a mother who wants to get her underage daughter mutilated?
I have nothing further to say on this matter.